Hi, folks. Welcome to Life Health Exam Coach. I'm your life and health exam coach. And if you haven't checked us out yet, please go to lifehealthexamcoach.com and you can find out there about how we guarantee you being able to pass your life and health exam to become an agent. So check us out there. In this video, we're going to be talking about two important concepts you will see on the exam: the elimination period and the probationary period. So we're going to talk about what those are, what the distinction is between them, and what you need to know about these concepts to pass your exams. Let's jump in. All right, so these two concepts really relate to disability insurance primarily. That's what you're going to see them relate to on the exam. And disability insurance has two features that you need to know, both, as I mentioned, your elimination period and the probationary period. Sometimes people get a little bit confused about these because, there's some similarity to them. We're going to go over both of them so you're super crystal clear about what the difference is so you can ace questions about them on the exam. All right, first we're going to talk about the elimination period. Elimination period is a waiting period before the disability policy begins to pay. So you can really think about this as being exactly the same as a deductible in insurance. Remember that insurance is there to protect people, but it is going to have various, conditions which have to be met before it begins to pay. And that's exactly what the elimination period is. Now, here in this chart, you can see on the left-hand side the disability beginning point. So that's the point where, say, you were injured, some sort of disability happened that prevented you from being able to go to work. So this period of time is going to depend, how long it is depends on what you choose or what your client chooses when they select a policy. So there are different elimination periods. You see here an example of 30, 60, or 90 days are pretty common. So that is a period of time after your disability begins where you do not yet receive those disability benefits. So that's why I said before it's kind of really exactly like a deductible. It's a period of time where you have to pay whatever expenses you have on your own. Then, when that period of time is up, you see in the chart, the policy begins to pay as soon as the elimination period is over. And then you move into what's called the benefit period. And that also could vary by policy. How long is the benefit period that you receive those disability benefits for? So, again, think of the elimination period. You're eliminated from being paid until that period of time is over. So, that's the elimination period. Let's talk next about. Okay, so the probationary period is similar only in one way, and that is it's also a waiting period, but it's a waiting period for a completely different reason. So, that's where the similarity ends. Probationary period refers to a waiting period when, say, you join a new job, and it's a waiting period before that disability plan that you get as part of your benefit package actually goes into effect or goes in force. So let's say your new job begins and the probationary period is set at 30 days at your particular company. For those first 30 days during that probationary period, you don't have any disability insurance coverage. So if you were to become disabled from some sort of work injury or for whatever reason during those first 30 days, you're 100% on your own. You don't have that coverage. Now, after the probationary period ends, then we say your policy becomes effective and that waiting period is over. Now your policy is in effect, its policy is in force. And that's, going to be staying in force for the whole time that you're employed. So the difference here with this waiting period is it relates to you being on probation. As you can think of it being on probation when you start a new job, right? They're checking out to see whether you're going to stay with the company, stay employed before they invest and make your benefits package go into force. So that waiting period Totally different. It relates to, a new job and a waiting period before you even have coverage. So once your policy becomes effective, then you're covered with your disability policy. And, if you were to become disabled when the policy is in force, then you would get your coverage according to those policies, terms, and conditions, and you would be all set. So those are the differences. Let's go ahead and recap on the next slide. All right, so remember for the exam, first off, the elimination period is a period of time you have to wait after you become disabled before the policy will pay for your disability benefits before it begins to contribute. The probationary period, on the other hand, is like being on probation at a new job. Once you work for that period of time, then your disability insurance policy becomes effective. So that's the difference between elimination period and probationary period. So I know you can nail those questions on the exam. And again, we have a lot more content to help you to pass your exam at Life Health Insurance coach.com. Go check us out there, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.